that's done, DWSD will put our inspection really through for a final inspection, and 6, we've got to move them from the hotel back into the house. We're going to have to do that 200 times, and we're going to attempt to do it with the kind of care you would expect if it were your own home. As of last night, the inspections are nearly all done. 58 of the houses are through phase 2. We got the debris out of the basement. 25 of the houses were through phase 3. Basements have been sanitized and cleared of water. There's another 50 staff out on the street today doing the sanitizing, so we will speed that up. I do expect by Thursday our 5 contractors will be into phase 4, starting to put hot water heaters and new furnaces, or repair the hot water heaters and furnaces so that the heat and the hot water are restored. So we will see how that process goes starting Thursday, but I gotta say, those of you who were out here with me 8 days ago when we were under 4 feet of water, if you live here and you've been displaced from your home, this seems like it is an extremely slow process. But for those who are making sure that every single house is restored properly, we don't want to rush and take short. Once we get people back in their homes, we'll go through the process of reimbursement with the claims for damaged property. But right now the focus is, let's get these houses safe, let's get them restored, let's get families back to the hotels. I've got the leadership here from the Detroit Water and Sewer Department, the Great Lakes Water Authority. With that, take any questions.
Is there a tentative plan on paper that you want to get people back in their home? I know you said it's a process.
Yeah, you know, Gary Brown put out a goal of 6 weeks, and it is going to be a function, I suspect, of phase 4. Can our 5 contractors, if they can do 1 to 2 houses a day with the furnaces and the hot water heaters, will be done under the 6 weeks, and we'll have a better feel for that a week from now. But so far, we are on the track that we expect by Thursday. I do expect furnaces.
Mr. Repair between Monday and now Thursday.
When I said that, right, and when they do the sanitizing, they inspect the furnaces in the hot basement that leads up.
You still have that are out in hotels displaced.
So we have just under 200, I think we're about 100 now. Some are staying with friends. So we believe we have approximately each house, but it's in there.
Anecdotally, are you able to say whether the damage is worse or what was expected, or can you?
If it's your house, the damage is terrible. If you were comparing it to the August 21 flood, when it was, folks there would have said it was a lot worse. Now I know we've had a house and maybe the pipes froze. What we expected, I'll let Gary talk about it. You see more than I am.
Yeah, thank you. What we're attempting to do right now is put the, we should be able to take care of that within a matter of hours. The second category will be you need to have the hot water tank. The third category, you need a hot water furnace, and you have 30 in that category. So once we have them in the categories, we will match them up with our contractor skill level and be able to move really fast.
Another 4 weeks is still a fair estimate. 6 from
I would say it's close to 6, but
6 from now.
A minimum getting and supplies is also furnaces and hot water tanks, being able to get the supplies needed. Some of the furnaces will need ductwork that has to be fabricated because the new furnace won't connect to the old ductwork without this fabrication. So there could be in our control, but we're certainly going to move as fast as we can.
Are you seeing any foundation damage at all in these houses?
No, we've had, our DPW has an engineer down, it's right next to the hole.
Gary, could you reiterate timing on the fix and what still needs to be done, and then when it will be
I'll
open?
let Todd speak to that.
So right
I don't
now,
know who you are.
I'm sorry, Todd King from Great Lakes Water Authority. So right now, we've got the pipe in the hole. It has been welded up. There's an access manway that's been put in. They're inside the pipe doing some mortaring, which is a part of the water main. Once they're complete with that, they're also building a rebar steel cage around it, and we'll be placing concrete around the pipe to protect it. After that, as the mayor said, we'll be backfilling. DWSD will come in and repair the 6-inch main. DTE will come in and repair the gas main.
We're still looking at about it was 2 weeks as of last week. We're still looking at the same timeline.
Roughly in terms of the restoration, yeah. I mean, in terms of the repair, the return to the service of the utilities, about 2 weeks. Restoration's obviously going to go longer. You know, we have to wait for the right weather to do the paving and restoration work.
Is there concern about other areas of this transmission line busted?
Yes, I mean, we have concerns. We're reviewing the information. We have gone up and inspected, you know, what's available, what's been dewatered. We don't see any additional damage, but again, this is a 93-year-old pipe. We have concerns, and we're reviewing those and coming up with a plan.
How many other lines of this age in Detroit?
Roughly, rough number is 300,000 linear feet.
Mayor Duggan, some residents have expressed, you know, they've been very vocal about their needs, and they've also expressed frustration with communication between them and the city. What's being done to kind of clear up, you know, any kind of issues, communicate with the people,
Yeah.
the homeowners?
And so you've seen, we've had Ava, the district manager, Malia, the deputy mayor, Ray Solomon. People have been on the streets every day, but you've got 400 homes, and that's 400 sets of needs. And we are doing our best for every single one. But it's the time where people woke up in the middle of the night, found their basements filled with water and 4 feet of water in the street. You can understand the anxiety, the frustration. We're on these streets every day communicating. I think we're doing hopefully a better job with the volunteers who are out here. In many cases, are hearing some of these before we do. I think we're doing a better job now of communicating those. We're just going to keep working on it.
What is the message you want to convey to the residents?
I'm just going to keep trying to explain the steps over and over. And I think the people in the hotels are probably maybe more knowledgeable on exactly what's going on. But think about the logistics. If we want to come in and do an inspection, the homeowner has to be there, whether they're in a hotel or they're staying with a friend. If we want to come back and take the debris, the homeowner has to be there to supervise that. What is being discarded? We come back to sanitize what the homeowner let us in. We're going to come back to do the furnaces and the hot water heaters. And so the logistical aspect of this is just going to take constant communication. But I'm hoping that we will start communicating the 6 steps I told you. The inspection step, the removal of the debris, the sanitizing, the replacement of the furnace hot water heater, the final inspection, and moving back. I hope we get to a point where every single person knows exactly which step they're at and what time, what the date is they can expect. Some folks will have furnaces in this week. Some folks are not going to have furnaces in until 4 or 5 weeks from now. What we're going to try to do is communicate a schedule to everybody so that they know what to expect.
Any idea on total cost?
It would be a lot.
Follow-up question on the resident situation. The community is really mobilized to offer its support. What would you say, in your opinion, is most needed right now? Is it supplies? Is it volunteers? Is it
Let me
money?
get Malia Howard, the deputy mayor. So the question is, what do we need most from the volunteers for the community?
I'm sorry. Are you asking me for supplies, or what do we need from the volunteers?
What's the biggest need? Is it volunteers? Is it supplies? Is it money to help people
It's
get
both.
back on their feet?
It's all those things.
Okay.
So as far as supplies are concerned, we still need, daily items like, hygiene kits, feminine products, diapers in all sizes going up to size 7, toilet paper, paper towel, in packages, brassieres in all sizes. So there's so many needs that we have. Donations, gas cards, gift cards. We're accepting everything. We still need volunteers to help us coordinate, but most importantly, we need volunteers who, Spanish is their language, their native language, right? And so we have a huge network that we're working with Congress of Communities, and there's so many organizations in this neighborhood that we're working with, Mr. Reyes, Ms. Sonia, and Maria Salinas. And so we just want to make sure that those are the things that we need. And so think about it like this. You go on vacation, right? What are the things that you're packing? But everyday items when you go to Target. So if I need puppy pads, like we have a need for puppy pads. We have pets that are staying in these hotels with their family members, right? Because that's their family. So we need puppy pads. Bring those to Patton and we can get them distributed out to the locations. And so those are the things, those are the basic needs. So think of your traditional Myers Target run every week. Okay, those are the things that we need. And so we'd appreciate you, and we appreciate the viewing community to continue to support our residents here in Southwest Detroit, because they need your support and they need your prayers. But we also need boots on the ground. And so I can, if you come to Patton, we can organize the volunteers, organize the donations, and make sure that we put you out into the community correctly.
So, Maria, why don't you follow up with Rob with the specific list of the priorities?
Yep.
Because that's great. Thank you, Rob. You guys have been fabulous. Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you for the job you're doing. You guys are doing a great job of advocating for the community, and we're going to keep responding.
Mayor, thank you. One off topic.
Sure.
I heard the report on the two children in the parking garage that have reached your desk.
I have not seen it, but I expect Thursday we'll have a report.